Good evening, everybody. Good evening and welcome to AZMR. AZMR. I'd like to start the show by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the lands that this show was created on. This show was created on the stolen lands of the Jagera and the Turrbal peoples. The Jagera and Turrbal peoples. I'd like to pay respects to their elders, past and present. Past and present. And I would like to acknowledge that sovereignty over the land was never ceded. The land was never ceded. Never ceded. Thank you for tuning in to AzZMR. AzZMR on Zed Digital. Zed Digital for 4ZZZ. This episode is episode number 5. Episode number 5. Wow. Wowie. We've been going for a month. I'm so impressed. Well done, everybody. If this is your first time, welcome. We are 4ZZZ's low sensory ASMR program to help you get to sleep this evening. And if this is your not first time, welcome back. We got some more stuff for you today. So it's a bit exciting. Some of the things are like the first installment of several. So hopefully it'll be nice for you, nice and relaxing, and help you drift off to sleep or just fill in the background while you're doing stuff. Because sometimes it's nice to have someone just filling in the background while you're doing stuff. Maybe you're cooking dinner or, I don't know, making pudding. I really like pudding, so that's why I mentioned pudding. Maybe you're at the gym. Or working. You just need a little bit of background. Welcome to AZMR. My name's Polly. You might know me from Kids with Class Kicking Ass on Saturday mornings on 4ZZZ 102.1 FM, where I'm a lot louder than this. A lot louder. So that's a bit of a cute time if you're interested in a cute time. If you would like to go back and listen to last week's episode, you can head to 4ZZZ.org.au/program/AZZZMR. There's 3 Z's because this is 4ZZZ, and that makes sense. It makes sense. And you can go back and listen to last week's episode, and the week before's episode, and the week before's episode, and the week before's episode. If you missed them, or if you want to listen to them again, because you were like, yeah, I really fell asleep during that. It was super boring, so boring. What a snooze. That really helped us fall asleep. So you can go back and listen. If you wish to follow AZMR on the social media, we are AzZzMR.4ZZZ on Facebook and Instagram. Give us a follow, and a like if you like, but you don't have to, so that's okay. Coming up on tonight's show, episode number 5, because we're leading up to the Reclink Community Cup, the Brisbane Reclink Community Cup, which is in a few weeks. We're going to be having a look back at one of the past years. We're going to be going back and having a look at all the players who played in the 2016 Brisbane Reclink Community Cup, the inaugural year. That's the very, very first year of the Brisbane Reclink Community Cup. Also, on tonight's show, where you will be helping me write a set list. You will be helping me to write a set list. Write a set list for my band to play. So there's some nice Texta writing noises in that. And hopefully that's a cute time for us all. I'm going to have to remember all the names of all of my band songs. It should be easy. So that will be a cute time. Thank you. Thank you for helping me with that. Also on tonight's show, I'm going to be reading some poems that I wrote when I was a very young person, when I was a teenager with many feelings about things, many feelings. So I found a folder with many old poems in it, and I'm going to be reading just a few of them because there are a lot. And maybe I'll read more in later episodes if everyone's into it. I'm also going to try and remember what they're about, which it's going to be fine. And I hope you enjoy that, and maybe you will learn too much. Too much. Also tonight, we're going to be doing some mental exercises. We're just going to be doing some thinking. I'm going to tell you to think about something, and then you're going to try and think about a thing. It's very exciting and a bit vague, but we'll see how it goes. And that's later in the show, just to help you drift off to sleep. Help you get some Zeds. Some 4 Zeds. Sure, those two. Just get some Zeds. Of course, this show finishes with just some gentle piano, just to help you drift off to sleep. Because it's nice and soothing, hopefully, and just a bit repetitive. And hopefully it puts you in a nice relaxing state where you can drift off to sleep. So I hope you enjoy tonight's show, episode number 5 of AzZMR on Zed Digital. Yay. First up on tonight's show. As we're coming into Reclink Community Cup season, I thought I'd take a little look back at some of the past Brisbane Reclink Community Cup events. So for those who don't know, the Reclink Community Cup is an annual event. It started in Melbourne, 20 something years ago, in the 90s, and it's a musicians versus media football, Australian rules football event. It's a great day. Yeah, there'll be like music and food trucks and fizzy drinks and other beverages and just general shenanigans and hijinks. Great day. But it's all in aid of raising money for Reclink, who are an organisation who put on like sporting and recreation programs to help people who are usually not able to access these things or easily access sporting events. Just have access to these kinds of programs, which really creates connection between people, which is super important. And it makes people feel nice to be able to do like team sports and, arts and recreation programs. So yeah, they really help people. So everyone should be able to, access these kinds of programs. I think everyone should be able to do team sports if they want to. So I reckon it's bloody great. It's generally like just a very cute time for the players as well as the spectators. So you should all come along this year. It's usually the last weekend of July in Brisbane on a Sunday. So whatever date that is. But I thought I'd have a little look at just so I've got a few of the little booklets they release, and there's some articles in them. I've got the 2016, which was the inaugural Brisbane Community Cup, very first year, which was my very first year playing. So I was roped into this. I'd never held a football before. And they were like, yeah, come play. This is fine. I had a few weeks of practice, and then off we went. We did get a lot of ring-ins that year. Both teams got a lot of ring-ins, but mostly the musicians got ring-ins because there wasn't many of us. So we got teammates from Melbourne, I think, came up to help out. I think this is the only year we did this. Maybe the following year we had a couple of extra people come up, but generally by further years we were able to have enough players to build whole teams, which is good. So I'm just going to read you a list of the players in 2016, because I think that's pretty interesting. Some things have changed and some things have not. So I'll read you the player's name and then the band or organisation that they're from. So first up we have, and we didn't have numbers. That's right, there was no numbers this year because they just made a bunch of, they had numbers, but because it all happened so quickly, pulled together in a few weeks, they just ordered a bunch of shirts and you just got whatever size. So there was no selected numbers, and we didn't have the numbers next to the players' names. We've got Adam Yee from Smudge. Adele Wessel, team manager. Alex Griffin from Canon. Amelia Paxman from Eva. Amy Lane from The Ring-Ins. That's not a real band. It's just we needed players. Cool. Anthony Laird. The Malcolms. Ash Timms. Eat Laser Scumbag, Nova Scotia. Atlas Harwood, Gaza Strips. Chris Evans, Guantanamo Bay City Rollers. Darren McClanders, Tits on Strings. David Hansford, Sleepwalks. Eric Evans, team manager. Harry Young, Harry Young. Due process. I would have thought that he would have been in the Brisbane Lions team. But anyway, I think he is in subsequent years. Because Due Process is not a band, it's a record label. Jade Watson. Doozy Days. Jason Evo Evans. Davo. Coach. Jeremiah Stewart. Chainsaw Vixens. Jody Lawler. Flanger Pennies. John Mullen. Due Process. So, yeah, they're definitely in the Brisbane Line teams in later years. I'm not sure why they were in the Rocking Horses for the first year, but happy to have them. They're good people and good players. John Webber. Gaza Strips. Kiwi Rupiah. Tits on Strings. Lara Crystal. Scabs. Loz Wiley. Scabs. Scabs are a Melbourne band, so they were definitely ring-ins. Luca Jones. The Joneses. Lindsay Doyle. Sticky Wicket. Mark Looch Lewis. Handsome Young Strangers. Wifey. Matthew Martin. Slodge. Murray Watt. Senator. Nick Ward. Freak Show Nightmare. Oscar Jones. The Joneses. Owen Dixon. Doozy Days. Paul Duncan. Flanger Pennies. Sludge. PJ Holtum. Sadist. Brisbane Bands Cricket Association. Polycook. That's me. Bad at Sex and Flanger Pennies. I think we put Flanger Pennies down there because Bad at Sex had only played like 2 or 3 shows. And I had done guest spots in Flanger Pennies, so it was made to make me seem more legitimate. Anyway, Ross Elliott. Spike the River. Ross McMahon. The Currawongs. Sarah Timson. Doozy Days. Shane Collins. The Gift Horse. Headaches. Karaoke at the Bruno. Sharon Bell. Under artist, it just also says Sharon Bell. She is a solo artist. Simon Graydon. Undead Apes. Siobhan Poynton. Scabs. I think that's the whole Scabs band. Great. Soul Robinson. The Ring-Ins. Xavier Porapat, Xavier Porapat, Eyes 90, Eat Laser, Scumbag, Captain, Team Captain, Captain, Captain. That was all the Rocking Horses players for 2016 Brisbane Reclink Community Cup. Now we're going to read the Brisbane Lions players. I actually vaguely remember because we did have a lot of players in the musicians at the end because we got so many helpers from Melbourne that I'm pretty sure quite a few players switched sides halfway through and ended up playing on the Lions. So that was a cute. They just grabbed a Lions Guernsey and off they went. So Brisbane Lions players. Andrew Bartlett. 4 triple Z. Anthony Chisholm. Senator. Anthony Hooper. 4 triple Z. Branko Kosick. 4 triple Z. Cameron Smith. 4 triple Z. Dan Condon. Double J. Domenico Natoli. 4 triple Z. Dylan Walker. 4 triple Z. Lizzie Gibson. It doesn't say anything next to Lizzie Gibson, so we're just gonna say she's from the Ring-Ins. We love Lizzie, so she's very welcome to be ringed in. Ian Prideaux. 4 triple Z. Jacob Rosenblatt. 4 triple Z. Jaden Andrews. 4 triple Z. Justin Long. There's nothing next to his name either. The Ring-Ins. Kim Tan. 2SER and FBI Radio. I think those are Melbourne radio stations. So I'm assuming Kim Tan was a ring-in as well. Lee Oliver. The Westerner. Leon Petro. 4 triple Z. Lisa Ditterich. 4 triple Z. Megan Stewart. 4 triple Z. Melanie Dinjaski. Fox Sports Australia and 4 triple Z. Michelle Brown. 4 triple Z and Team Manager. Michelle Padovan. Q Music and Team Manager. Robert Lugton. 4 triple Z. Ross Stewart. It's blank as well, so the ring-ins. Sarah Mullins. 4 triple Z. Stephen Stockwell. 4 triple Z and triple J and Captain. This was before he was Station Daddy. I'm not sure if this was even before Grace was Station Daddy. Can't remember who was Station Daddy at the time. But yes, this was when Mr. Stephen Stockwell was still at Triple J, and also captain of the Brisbane Lions, Steve Belly Bell, Steve Bell, the music and coach, Tracy Presland for Triple Z, Wave Beach for Triple Z. That was the very first year, 2016 Brisbane Reclink Community Cup. Players for the Rocking Horses and Brisbane Lions in that very, very first year. Well done, everybody. There were some hijinks that year, many hijinks. I think I got in about 5 weeks of training, and it was a matter of me being in Crowbar at like 3 a.m. with Jody and Shane, and Jody had just convinced Shane and I to play, to do the training the very next day, or that day, which was a Sunday. Come to training, we don't have any players, but it's so good, she was talking it up. We're like, and Shane was like, come on, I'm doing it, so you should do it too. We can, do it together, even though we'll both be really tired. And I was like, okay. And then I realized when I got there that, I don't know, Shane made it seem like we were in this together, like if he can do it, I can do it, And then I got there and he could actually play football already. And I was like, you tricked me. I don't know how to play football. I thought we were equally as, bad at this. I don't know. But then he taught me a lot, and Belly taught me a lot. So it was definitely I came a long way in those first 5 weeks, from never holding a ball to like actually doing some sports. And then on the day, I think it rained a little bit in the first half. One of the halves was sunny and one of the halves was rainy. And we decided after that it was going to be a lot earlier. I think the game was held in like August or September, 25th of September. That's so late in the year for Brisbane, because you want it to be during the colder seasons, because it was very, very hot. I think after that we got moved up to July, when it would be a bit cooler, because it was pretty brutal in the heat, and also because it's a very big field for someone who's never run around a field before, so it was a lot, but we had a very cute time. I remember one of the senators, because each team had a senator, and one of them broke or dislocated their finger, and it was like poking sideways from the top joint. It was like an L, an upside down L, and I was like, yeah. There were actually quite a few injuries. I remember at least one of the ring-ins from Melbourne had to leave. I think it was Ross. Had to leave with like a bleeding from the face. I don't know. Came back later with a bandage, but yeah, that was interesting, very interesting. And it was at the Pine Rivers Showgrounds, I think. So, and I don't think that we ever played on that field after that again, because it was a pretty rough field. It was pretty hard, and there was kind of, holes. I don't know. It's not a very nice field. And Jody ended up not playing. We had gone out the night before, as had probably most of the musicians' team, and I had left Jody at, I don't know, like one or I don't know. It felt early, because I was like, I'm going to be sensible. Maybe it was midnight. I'm going to be sensible, go home and get some sleep. And left her, and she was like, oh, I'm going to just stay out for a little bit, but then I'll go home. Somehow ended up, like, while she was dancing, scratched her own eyeball with her fingernail and ended up in the hospital. And I rolled around to her place at like 10 a.m. to pick her up to go to the game. And she had this eye patch. I was like, what has happened? It's been like less than 12 hours. It's been like 10 hours. What has happened? And yeah, she told me the story. So she couldn't play because she had no depth perception. But the Flangipanis were playing that year in the music, like they were one of the bands playing. So she ended up playing, in her band, because you can do that one-eyed. But yeah, it would have been actually pretty brutal if she'd had to play the sports and then play in the band. So lucky she didn't have to do that, but she was also very disappointed about not being able to play, because she'd practiced and she'd been there from pretty early on, and she was so excited. She'd gotten so many of the people involved, like myself, who wouldn't have been previously involved. So that was a bit disappointing for her. She was able to play in subsequent years, and of course she was still able to do a nudie run. So it's very important. Very important. Yeah, so that was the very first year of the Brisbane Reclink Community Cup 2016. Very nice. Very nice. For the next portion of the program, you're gonna help me write a set list for my band to play. That'll be a bit cute. Let's have a cute time. So I'll get my writing thingo. It's a big notepad that we write our band feelings on. Mostly songs. Mostly just set lists, really. But it's for things. So what song should we start off with? The song we usually start with is called Morris Mentum. Morris Mentum. So let's start with that. And what should we play next? What should we play next? What do you think? The next song could be Neighborhood Cat. Next song we'll play will be next song will be. This is hard to think of my own songs. Okay. Rich Mitch. That was a short one-ish. Oh, here's an even shorter one. An even shorter song. Name is Next we'll play The Power of the Drake. We don't play that one much. We'll play that one next. The Power of the Drake. Next up we'll play Rubbish. That one we usually play towards the end of the set, mostly because I like to group the songs that involve tuning down to drop D together, so we don't have to do them as much. Also, the guitarists don't have to tune as much and then tune back up. But anyway, we're playing it sort of at the start. That's fine. The next song we're gonna play is, this one's a long one. It's called Passenger in My Own Dang Brain Drain. Passenger in my own dang brain drain. The next song we're going to play is called Temporary Punks. Temporary Punks. That's a banger. The next song we're going to play is called What We Do. What We Do. What We Do. We don't really play this one much either. We did at the start, but probably not since the pandemic happened. The next song is called Fizzy. Fizzy, fizzy, fizzy. It's about fizzy drinks. What a surprise. What a surprise. Fizzy. That was short and sweet. Short and sweet. Short and sweet. Now, full disclosure, I'm writing the whole song name down, but normally I would just write like one word, because we all know what songs we are playing when we see those words. So I usually don't have to write the whole darn song title. But usually it'll just be one or two words. But right now, every word is getting written down because I like the Texta sound. The Texta sounds. The next song is called Cola Drunk Polly. Cola Drunk Polly. It's about fizzy drinks, so pretty standard stuff, really. song is called Cheesy Matt. Cheesy Matt. It's about when we had a band cheese night and Matt couldn't make it, so we built a tiny cheese man out of cheese and called it Cheesy Matt. So that's what this song's about. This next one is an older song. We've never recorded it. It's called I Lost My Housemate to VR. I lost my housemate to VR. The next song is about a spider that I found on my washing basket. It's called George, 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 George. The next song is a pretty new song. It's pretty new. We've recorded it, but we've not yet released it. So it's called Running Buddy. Running Buddy. You know, it's about anxiety. So standard stuff, really. Running Buddy. Running Buddy. The next song is also a pretty new one. I think we're going to release this soon. It's called All the Rage. All the Rage. All the Rage. The next song is another newish one. We play this one a lot though. We play this one a lot. It's called Cardi Party. Cardi Party. It's about cardigans. Cardigans. Because we know how much you love cardigans. Cardigans. The next song is one of the first songs we ever wrote together. I think the very first song was Neighborhood Cat. Neighborhood Cat was the first. But I think this one might have been the second song. And it's very it starts with drums. It's very bass heavy. I think drums and bass. Because it was just Kayla, Bragg and I at that band practice. So we made a song that we didn't really need anyone else for. So it's called The Chapstick Song. The Chapstick Song. The Chapstick Song. It's about lip balm. So that's going to be the next song we play on this set. The next song we're going to play is Surfboard Riding Ryan. Surfboard Riding Ryan. It's about when the surfboard rides you instead of the other way around, which, you know, can happen. It can happen. It's also about our old guitarist who used to be in the band but isn't anymore. Surfboard Riding Ryan. The next song is about when I had 5 liters of cola in one evening, which was frankly too much cola. This song is called 3-Day Cola Hangover. 3-Day Cola Hangover. Because my kidneys hurt for 3 full days. So, we know now that 5 liters is too much cola. Too much cola. I'm trying to think of what songs we have left. I'm actually not sure what's left. Look, there's a cover. Let's play a cover. This is a cover of a Rihanna song called Umbrella. I think when we covered this, we did a pretty dang good job. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I can convince everyone that we can do it again. But, yeah, that's what we're gonna play. Oh, I spelled that wrong. It's okay. It's just a set list. They don't mind. The next song we're going to play is a very new song. We have never played it live, but we have recorded it. It's one of my favorite songs that we have. It's called Daytona Sunset. Daytona Sunset. Daytona Sunset. That's what we're going to play next. I think that's all this. Oh, no, okay. We're just gonna finish off with Polygon Pit. It's a good song about mathematics, geometry specifically. Polygon Pit. We also started the set with Morris Mentum, which was also another song about mathematics. So we really like mathematics, or at least I do. So we're going to play Polygon Pit next. Polygon Pit. I think that's all the songs that we've played live or recorded. I haven't counted all the songs that are like work in progress songs, or finished but not done anything with. I guess there were a few songs that we've never recorded in that list, but we have played them live, so it seems feasible that they might be on a set list. Thank you for helping me write the set list today. It's a bit of a long one, really, compared to our usual sets, which are only like half an hour. But I think maybe we can smash it out. Play them all really quickly. You're listening to AzZMR on Zed Digital. My name's Polly, and we're gonna kick on with this show. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for helping me write my band set list for this evening. Thank you. For this part of this show, we're going to read some poems I wrote when I was an angsty teenager. So I haven't read these in a long time, and it's probably a lot of feelings. I don't know. I liked writing poems. I definitely went through a phase of like writing a lot of poems, and then it stopped writing poems. I think I was too busy living my life to write poems. So Good. This one was, so I had put them in a folder and then like numbered with a date. And I don't know how long I've had this folder, but I found it. And so we're going to read a few of them, not all of them. This might be installment number 1 of reading poems I wrote when I was an angsty teen. So we'll see how we go. This poem is called My Friend Always. Oh, that's lovely. Okay. So, not so angsty. It's nice. And the date, number one. 16th of December, 2002. 2002. My friend always. You double my joy. You divide my grief. With you I can say what lies underneath. You applaud me in success and support me in need. You create my world and stop my heart's bleed. You always have words of encouragement for me and keep my secrets under lock and key. I love you and you will always be forever my friend, Jemima. I'm guessing this one goes out to Jemima. What a lovely poem for my friend. That's so nice. Oh, this one, number 2. 24th of January, 2003. 2003. This one's called My Oldest Friend. My Oldest Friend. So, getting a bit of a theme here. You're like the sun, the wind, the rain. You know just how to heal my pain. You're always off with other friends, but my love for you still never ends. You always make me feel brand new, and if you love me, I'll love you, and if you don't, then I will be wishing for your love for me. Okay. My love for you forevermore. Jess, you're the one that I adore. You're so cute, so nice, so sweet, and I miss you from head to feet. No matter where you are, Jessie, I love you, I hope you see, and not a thing, near or far, can stop me, love, my Jessica. This is not well written. Oh my days. It's not good. It's just not good. So I guess I just really loved my good friend Jessica. But apparently she was hanging out with other people. But I was like, I still love you, even though you're hanging out with other people. I don't know. Was it being passive aggressive? I don't know. I didn't, by the way, I don't think I gave any of these poems to my friends. I think they were all secret. Maybe I shared them with my friend Savannah. I think I shared a lot of things with my friend Savannah. I hopefully wrote a poem for her. I don't know. I don't know if I did, but so that one was a lot. That one was hard to get through. Good. Number 3. 3rd of February 2003. 3rd of February 2003. Oh, is this one might be angsty. It's called Never to be Tampered with. Never to be tampered with. Why do again what has already been done? All we repeat is the agony that's past us, time and time again. And those who remember all want to forget, as they nurse their old broken hearts. The wise are forgotten, the truth lies unheard, unnoticed by those who think they know what's best. They don't understand us, we can't understand them, and our pleas are wasted on deaf ears. They think they are right, we know they are wrong, but it doesn't even matter, because every time we beg, and every time we cry, we face their backs, and their decision lies never to be tampered with. Well, that was quite angsty, and I don't remember what it's about. There's a lot of feelings in that one. I don't remember what it's about. Sorry, everyone. Maybe it's me being political. Like, it wouldn't surprise me. I probably was, but it could have just been like, my teachers suck. Teachers suck, man. So, I don't know. Oh, okay. This is like a friendship poem. Again. Another friendship poem. Number 4. 25th of April, 2003. 25th of April, 2003. This poem is called Rock On, Rock On. It looks like every verse or every stanza is about a different friend. So it's another friendship poem. So, rock on, Holly, rock on. Your heart in the beat, your head in the song. You hold your head high, your smile unwide, pushing through life with your friends by your side. Dream on, gemstone, dream on. Imagining guys who I think are wrong. You hold your head high, your smile on wide, pushing through life with your friends by your side. Stink on, Rachel, stink on, filling the world with the smell of your pong. You hold your head high, your smile on wide, pushing through life with your friends by your side. Keep on, Missy, keep on. Don't give up hope, it won't take him along. You hold your head high, your smile on wide, pushing through life with your friends by your side. Live on, Krauser, live on. Your happiness takes you to where you belong. You hold your head high, your smile on wide, pushing through life with your friends by your side. Go on, Kessa, be bright. You may be small, but your heart's filled with light. You hold your head high, your smile on wide, pushing through life with your friends by your side. Stay strong, Jessie, stay strong. You know who you are, don't let me be wrong. You hold your head high, your smile on wide, pushing through life with your friends by your side. Be true, my friends, be true, helping me out when I don't know what to do. You hold your head high, your smiles on wide, pushing through life with your friends by your side. Rock on. That was lovely. Even stink on Rachel, I'm sure was an inside joke, because Rachel was one of my favorite people and we never had teen fights. I hope I wasn't being mean. I think that I was just being inside jokey, hopefully. There's some nicknames in here that I don't, I remember who they are, but they definitely are not nicknames that stood the test of time. Cool. That one was nice. I quite liked that. It was less embarrassing than the other friendship poems. Okay, this one. Oh no. Okay, number 5. Number 5, 29th of April, 2003. This one is a love poem. A love poem. Sorry about this, everyone. It's called Love's Ache. Love's Ache. Okay, here we go. It's very like, I must have been way into Shakespeare. Okay. Okay, love's ache, love's ache. In this beauty, 'tis my heart, love itself's confounded kiss. 'Twould it be thine will not part in his soul's eternal bliss. Rejection's ache, the cold of steel, will this longing not subside? 'Twould he know just how I feel, that I'm forever by his side. And in this fate love cannot be, friendship stronger day by day. My love inept he cannot see, accepting thus I'll waste away. Okay, so I guess I had a crush on someone that I was like, oh, they're my friend, but they don't like me back. But it turned out they did like me back, so it's fine. It's fine. I'll waste away. Oh dear. Okay, moving on. Is that enough? Is that enough? Are we done here? Oh no, this one's sad. One more. And then we'll stop. And then there's like, okay. Like, there's like 80. This is, there's a few. But number 6, this is where we'll leave it. 3rd of June, 2003. 3rd of June, 2003. This poem is called Iron Tears. Iron Tears. Iron Tears. Iron Tears. I need you. You're always there. When I'm me, you seem to care. When I'm not, you seem to be holding my hand constantly. And now it's you who needs my hand. With every tear, I understand. With every sigh, I'll be right here to know you know that I am near. But then you turn away from me. I want to help, but you can't see. I want your love, but you have none, and it pains me what you have done. This ache I feel, it hurts inside. To every sleep at night I've cried. Such tears of iron, like stones they drop, and though I try, I cannot stop. It pains me all, you know is hate. My days to you I dedicate. Our bond is strong, best friends for years, yet still I cry these iron tears. Okay, this is gonna need a trigger warning for self-harm. Talking of self-harm, trigger warning. Talking about self-harm. I found out that my friend was self-harming, one of my close friends, and they told me about it. Like, they shared that with me, which is good. They felt comfortable to share that, and I think that after they did share that, because it had been going on for a while, that they sort of started to, like, that was on them on the road to recovery, so that was good. But like, of course I wrote a poem about how sad I was about it, so of course I did. And I think actually that was like a metaphor. The iron tears was also like, because like blood has iron in it, so like when you're bleeding it's like iron tears. I think that was being clever. So hopefully I was able to give my friend the support they needed and didn't just write poems about my own feelings. Yeah, so good. Well done, past Polly. I think we're going to end it there because you have just learnt a lot about my life that you didn't need to learn. So sorry about that, I guess. Sorry about that. And that's it for today of reading teen poems. Well done for making it this far, everybody. And thank you for tuning into AZMR on Zed Digital. Zed Digital, 4ZZZ, 4ZZZ. Okay. Don't know if reading about me being an angsty teen was particularly relaxing, but hopefully we can help you get off to sleep soon. Get off to sleep soon. We've reached the point in the evening where we're gonna start to unwind a bit. Let's unwind. So I want you to get yourself somewhere very, very comfortable. Very, very comfortable. And get tucked in, ready for sleep. You can close your eyes if you want to. Or just hang out. Just hang out. We're just gonna do a little bit of thinking. Just a bit of thinking to try and help you wind down for the evening and relax. Just a bit of thinking. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say a letter of the alphabet. And I want you to think of a word, or think of an object. Think of an object or something that starts with that letter. What starts with that letter? Let's think of things together. So, let's do that. Hopefully, with all this thinking, it'll wear you out, and then we can drift off to sleep, because we do like drifting off to sleep. Yeah, it's our favourite thing to do here on AZMR. Drifting off to sleep. The first letter is T. For Thomas. I want you to think of something that starts with the letter T. Think of something that starts with the letter T. Think of something that starts with the letter T. Have you got it? Have you got it yet? You might have said television or tape measure or Tupperware, or something else. I'm sure something else. Great. Moving on. Now, D for Daniel. D for Daniel. Pick something that starts with D. What is something that starts with the letter D? Something that starts with the letter D. Something you can see in your room. Something that starts with the letter D. Have you thought of something yet? You might have chosen dinosaur or daisy or dust, which is not a reflection of the state of my house, I promise. It might be it's a little bit dusty. Shh. It's hard to dust, okay? The next Y. 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 Letter Y for Yolanda. Y for Yolanda. Yolanda. Y. Y. Think of something that starts with the letter Y. Y. Did you have yogurt? Yogurt. Or Yoshi? Yoshi from Super Mario. Or Yorkshire pudding. Yorkshire pudding. Oh, I love a Yorkshire pudding. It's my favourite part of a roast. Yorkshire pudding with a bit of gravy in it. Oh, yum. Let's try not to get hungry. We're trying to relax. We're trying to go to sleep. The next letter is P. P. P for Polly. P for Polly. That's me. That's my name. P. 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 Can you think of something that starts with the letter P? That's not Polly. P. 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 What can you think of that starts with the letter P? P. All the best things start with the letter P. Like pancakes, pancakes, and photograph, 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 and paw print, paw print, paw print. The letter P. The next letter that you're going to think of something that starts with that letter is F. F for Freddie. F for Freddie, like Freddie Mercury. F. What can you think of that starts with F? F. F. I can think of fog, 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 and flower, 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 and fizzy drinks, fizzy drinks. Fizzy drinks start with the letter F. Fizzy, 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 fizzy drinks. The next letter is B. B. B for Barbara. Barbara. B. Can you think of something that starts with the letter B? You might be in something that starts with the letter B. You might be under something that starts with the letter B. You might be holding something that starts with the letter B. Can you think of something that starts with the letter B? Like book, book, book. Or bass guitar, bass guitar. Bass, bass guitar. Or basket, 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 basket. Blanket. Are you under a blanket? Are you in a bed? The next letter is U. 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 Like Ursula. U for Ursula. Ursula. Can you think of something that starts with the letter U? U. What starts with the letter U? U. Have you thought of something? What starts with the letter U? You might have thought of the word umbrella. Umbrella. Did you think of umbrella? Or underpants. 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 Or Ugg boots. Ugg boots. Ugg boots. The next letter. The next letter is W. W. That's twice as many U's. Twice as many U's. W, like for William. 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 Can you think of something that starts with the letter W? W, W. What starts with the letter W? W, W. Maybe you've thought of whisker, 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 whisker. Maybe whiteboard, whiteboard, whiteboard. Maybe it's a wagon wheel, wagon wheel. The biscuit, of course the biscuit. Wagon wheel. That's a pretty good biscuit. I think it's my favorite biscuit. Good. The next letter is H. H. The letter H. Like for Harry. H for Harry. Can you think of something that starts with the letter H? What can you think of? What can you think of that starts with the letter H? The letter H. What is it that starts with H? Maybe you got hat. Maybe you got hat. Or maybe you got hummingbird. 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 Or maybe you got hot cross buns. Hot cross buns. Hot cross buns. The letter H. Hot cross buns. The next letter is K. What can you think of that starts with the letter K? K for Kayla. K for Kayla. Can you think of anything? Can you see anything? Maybe you've got your eyes closed so you can't see anything. What can you think of that starts with the letter K? K. K. Did you think of it yet? Anything? Anything that starts with the letter K? Maybe you got kookaburra, kookaburra, kookaburra. Maybe you got keyboard, 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 keyboard. Maybe you got kayak, kayak, kayak. The letter K. Can you think of something that starts with the letter Z? Z. The letter Z. Z for Zoe. 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 The letter Z. Can you think of something that starts with Z? All of the things that start with Z. What starts with Z? What can you think of that starts with Z? Did you get zebra crossing? Zebra crossing. Zebra crossing. Did you get zombie? Zombie. Zombie. Zombie starts with Z. Did you get zoo? Zoo. Z for zoo. What starts with Z? The next letter is Q. Q for Quentin. Quentin, Q. What can you think of that starts with the letter Q? What starts with Q? What starts with Q? What starts with the letter Q? Q, 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 Q. What starts? What starts? What starts with Q? Did you get quail? Quail. Or quinoa? Quinoa. Quinoa. Or did you get quicksand? Quicksand. Quicksand. All of the things that start with Q. 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 What can you think of that starts with E? E. What starts with E? For Emily. Emily. What starts with E? E. E for Emily. E. What starts with E? What can you think of? Can you think of anything? Maybe you can think of lots of things. Maybe you're like, this one's easy. I can think of lots of things that start with E. Maybe you've thought of eggplant, eggplant, or elbow, elbow, elbow starts with E, or existential crisis, existential crisis. That's not really an object, is it? Maybe elevator, 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 elevator. What can you think of that starts with E? The next letter that we're going to think of something that starts with is M. M for Mandy. M. What starts with M? M. M for Mandy. What starts with M? Can you think of something that starts with the letter M? M. 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 What starts with M? M. M. Maybe you've chosen magnet, 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 or mountain, mountain, or milkshake, milkshake. What starts with M? The next letter is A. What starts with the letter A? A for Arthur. Arthur. What starts with A? What starts with A? A. A. What can you think of that starts with the letter A? Is it something in your room? Is it something in your house? The letter A. Like air fryer. Air fryer starts with A. And armchair. Armchair. Armchair starts with A. Armchair. And amp. Amp. Like an amp for your guitar. Amp. 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 The next letter is R. What can you think of that starts with the letter R? What starts with the letter R? R for Rachel. Rachel. What starts with the letter R? R. R. Can you think of something that starts with R? Can you see something that starts with R? What starts with R? Can you think of something? Can you think of something? Maybe you thought of a rabbit. Rabbit, 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 rabbit. Or rocks. Rocks. or rubbish, 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 rubbish. The letter R. The next letter is L. What can you think of that starts with the letter L? L for Lucy. Lucy. Lucy starts with L. Can you think of something that starts with the letter L? L. Maybe you got light bulb. Light bulb. Light bulb starts with L. Or Lego. 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 Or lollipop. Lollipop. Lollipop starts with the letter L. L. What can you think of that starts with L? The next letter is J. 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 J for Jody. Jody. What can you think of that starts with the letter J? J. 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 What can you think of that starts with J? J. Did you think of juice? Juice. Or jigsaw puzzle? Jigsaw puzzle. Jigsaw puzzle. Or maybe juggalo? Juggalo. Juggalo starts with J. The next letter is V. V for violet. Can you think of something that starts with the letter V? V. V. What starts with V? What can you think of that starts with the letter V? I want you to think about something. Think really hard. What can you think of that starts with the letter V? V. V. Did you think of vegetables? Vegetables start with the letter V. Or violin. Or vinyl. Vinyl. Vinyl like a record. Or maybe vinyl flooring. I don't know. I don't know what kind of vinyl you have. Vinyl. The letter V. The next letter that we're going to think of something that starts with that letter is G. G for George. G for George. What can you think of that starts with the letter G? The letter G. G for George. G for George. Have you thought of something? Have you thought of something? I've thought of gravy. 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 And garage. Garage. Grass. 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 Did you get one of those? Did you get something else? The next letter that we're going to think of something that starts with is O. 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 What can you think of that starts with the letter O? O. O. O for Oscar. Oscar starts with O. What can you think of that starts with O? O. O for Oscar. Can you think of anything? Maybe you can think of lots of things. What can you think of? What can you think of? Did you get olive? Olive. Or oven mitt? Oven mitt. Or octopus? Octopus. 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 The next letter is X. What can you think of that starts with the letter X? X. What starts with X? What can you think of that starts with the letter X? X. X. This one can be tricky. This one can be tricky. This one can be tricky. But you should be able to think of something that starts with the letter X. 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 Did you get Xbox? Xbox. Or xylophone, 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 or xenophobia, xenophobia. That's not really an object. Oh, X-ray, of course, X-ray, of course, X-ray. The next letter is I. Think of something that begins with I. The letter I. What begins with the letter I? Like I for Irene. Something that begins with the letter I. You might have chosen ice cream. You might have chosen ibis. Maybe you chose internet. The internet. I. The next letter is S. S. S for Susie. Susie. S. Pick something that starts with the letter S. What can you think of that starts with the letter S? Is it sunglasses? Sunglasses. Is it snacks or snakes or snacks or snacks? Snacks. Or spiderweb? Spiderweb. Spiderweb. The letter S. Maybe we got some of the same things. Maybe you have something different, like shoes. S. The next letter is C. C. C for Charlie. C. C. Can you think of something? Can you think of something that starts with the letter C? C. C. Something that starts with C. Have you picked anything yet? What have you picked? What have you picked that starts with the letter C? Is it cat? 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 Or cardigan? Is it cardigan? 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 Or Cocoa Pops? Cocoa Pops? Cocoa Pops? Cocoa Pops? Cocoa Pops? What have you thought of that starts with the letter C? C. C. The last letter. The last letter. The last letter. The last letter is N. N for Nigel. Nigel. Nigel starts with N. What can you think of that starts with the letter N? What can you think of that starts with the letter N? Can you think of anything? Anything at all? Anything at all that starts with the letter N? What can you think of? What can you think of? What can you think of that starts with N? What starts with N? N, 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 N. Like maybe nuggets. Nuggets. Nuggets start with N. Or necklace. Necklace. Or noodles. 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 Well done, everybody. Everybody. Well done. well done. Made us very sleepy. Hopefully very sleepy. Trying to think of things. Too much hard work. Too much hard work. Now it's time to sleep, I think. Let's go to sleep. Good idea. Good idea, everybody. Well done. Now going to play some gentle piano music just to help us all drift off to sleep. Thank you everyone for tuning in to AZMR on Zed Digital this evening. Thank you for tuning in, and good night, everybody. Good night, 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 everybody.